If you lost all your money tomorrow, would you know how to build it back from zero? Nearly 4,000 years ago, in the dusty streets of Babylon, a poor scribe named Arkad transformed himself into the richest man in the entire city. How'd he do it? He didn't inherit wealth, didn't win the lottery, had no lucky breaks. He used a system so simple and powerful that it still works today. And in just a few minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how, step by step. But first, here's a stat that'll blow your mind: 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. That means nearly 8 out of 10 people are just one emergency away from financial disaster. This tells us most people are one problem away from complete financial ruin. Welcome to the Wealth Codex, where ancient wisdom meets modern financial freedom. Hit that subscribe button right now if you want to discover the forgotten secrets of wealth building. Lesson 1, Arkad's story, from nothing to riches. Arkad started his life as a scribe. He worked hard, but just like all his friends, he spent every coin he earned. Living day to day, never managing to save anything. Think about this for a second. How many people do you know who are in exactly this situation? Working hard but barely making it to the end of each month? One day, while copying tablets for the wealthy merchant Algamish, the merchant asked him a question that changed everything. Tell me, young man, what value do you place on your work? I give everything I have, Arkad replied. Then why's your purse always empty? If you give all your time and energy to work, shouldn't you keep a portion of what you earn? That evening, Algamish revealed to Arkad the first secret of wealth: a part of all you earn is yours to keep. No less than 1/10 of all you earn should remain in your purse. Arkad got it immediately. From that day forward, for every 10 coins that entered his purse, he set aside one. Always. Without exception. It's advice so simple that everyone overlooks it. In fact, most people go into debt just to make it through the month. But here's the crucial detail most people miss: Arkad didn't wait until he had enough money to start saving. He started from day one, even when he was earning very little. To apply this lesson today, open a dedicated savings account and automate 10% of your paycheck. If you can't do 10%, start with 5% or even 3%. The important thing is to start. Lesson 2, Needs versus Wants, the consumer trap. One of the most common mistakes is confusing wants with needs. Here's an experiment you can do right now. Grab your bank statements from the last 3 months and divide every expense into 2 categories: absolute necessity and everything else. You're gonna be shocked by the results. How many of us have subscriptions we don't use? Or buy unnecessary stuff on impulse? Arkad understood something fundamental: every dollar spent on a want is one less dollar that can work toward your financial freedom. Arkad taught people to map out their true necessities and cut the excess. In the modern world, we've got budgeting apps, or even your bank's app, to track spending. Here's what you actually do: you don't need to track every penny, but identify the critical spending categories. Replace 3 streaming subscriptions with just 1. Avoid impulse purchases, use the 24-hour rule, wait a day before non-essential purchases. Buy only what's truly necessary. Use the cost per use rule: how much will this item cost me divided by how many times I'll use it? Cutting excess doesn't mean living like a monk. It means being strategic with your money. Lesson 3, the system that transformed Arkad, the mistake everyone makes. Arkad didn't stop at saving. Algamish also taught him this. Money that doesn't work is money that dies. In the modern world, idle money loses value every day due to inflation. Let's do a quick calculation. What costs $100 today will cost $134 in 10 years with average 3% annual inflation. In 20 years, $181. This means if you keep $10,000 under your mattress for 20 years, when you take it out, it'll have the purchasing power of about $5,500 in today's money. Arkad understood this. He invested in land, trade, loans to builders. Every dollar he saved made him more dollars. But then he made a fatal mistake. He gave his first savings to Asmer, a bricklayer who claimed to know how to buy jewels in Phoenicia. He knew nothing about jewels. And Arkad lost everything. This mistake devastated him emotionally, but it taught him the most important lesson of his life. Here's the crucial lesson: never trust advice from someone who doesn't have proven experience in the field you want to invest in. How do you recognize a true expert? You gotta ask, how long have they been doing this work? What are their documented results? What's the worst case scenario? Lesson 4, Make your gold work, the modern strategy. Saving's important. But it's not enough. Money that sleeps loses value. It's gotta work for you. In today's world, this means diversifying between stocks and ETFs for long-term growth, bonds for stability, real estate for passive income. Your education and skills, the investment no one can take from you. But here's the key point Arkad learned after his failure: always start with investments you can understand and control. Just like Arkad's caravans crossing the desert, your investments must move and generate income, but they've gotta follow routes you know. But always remember, only listen to those with concrete experience and proven results. Lesson 5, Protect your capital, dangers of the modern world. Babylon was full of scammers and sellers of false promises. The modern world's no different. Actually, it's worse. Today we've got pyramid schemes disguised as business opportunities, cryptocurrency scams, social media gurus selling $1,000 courses, promises to get rich quick. Arkad's golden rule: if someone promises you easy and fast profits, run. Building wealth's a marathon, not a sprint. Protecting capital means always diversify, never put everything in a single investment. Know your risk limits. Keep learning from your mistakes. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. Drop a comment below and tell me what your worst investment's been so far and what you learned from it. Lesson 6, The 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, the Complete System. Years later, when Arkad had become the richest man in Babylon, the king asked him to teach wealth to the people. That's how the famous 7 Cures for a Lean Purse were born. Number 1, Start thy purse to fattening. Save at least 10% of everything you earn. If you're making $5,000 today, set aside $500. Always. Number 2, Control thy expenditures. Don't confuse needs and wants. Every expense has gotta be justified. Number 3, Make thy gold multiply. Invest to create passive income. Your money should work while you sleep. Number 4, Guard thy treasures from loss. Only invest in what you know and with people who've got proven experience. Number 5, Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Instead of paying rent for life, build equity in owned real estate. Number 6, Ensure a future income. Think about retirement from a young age. Time's your best ally. Number 7, Increase thy ability to earn. Keep investing in yourself. The more skills you've got, the more you're worth in the market. These 7 rules have survived 4,000 years of history because they're based on universal principles of human nature and money. Arkad's true secret: the mindset that changes everything. It wasn't just the 10%, wasn't just the investments. The real secret was discipline, consistency, habit. Arkad didn't become rich in 1 year, not even in 5. But after decades of consistency and patience, he became the richest man in Babylon. Here's the mindset you need to develop: wealth's the result of daily habits, not genius moves. Every small action counts, even setting aside $10 a day. Failures are lessons, not defeats. Patience is the investor's most important virtue. Wealth isn't an event. It's a process. The final question: your choice. Now it's your turn to answer honestly. Do you want to keep spending everything you earn, living paycheck to paycheck? Or do you want to start building your personal Babylon today? The difference between those who become wealthy and those who stay poor isn't talent, isn't luck, isn't even the starting point. It's the decision to begin and the discipline to continue. Drop a comment below: which of the 7 cures will you apply first? And more importantly, when will you start? If this video gave you value, prove it, smash that like button. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Share your experience in the comments. In the next video, I'm going to show you the most common mistakes that prevent people from applying Arkad's system in the modern world, and how to avoid them. You'll discover why 90% of people fail even knowing these principles. Your wealth starts with the next decision you make. That decision is now.